Hi, it's Harry here from UK Football Trials. We've been getting a huge number of emails and phone calls from players from all over the world asking us what it is they should be doing in pre-season training. Well, we've decided to put together this video with the help of consultation from the Pro Club Scouts and the amazing UK Football Trial coaching team that we work with day in, day out. And over the next few minutes, we're going to be revealing the top 9 areas of your game that you should be working on in pre-season to make sure that next season you absolutely smash it with the best performances of your lives. As well as that, we're going to be offering you an exclusive deal. Simply text YES UKFT to the number below and you'll be offered an amazing discount off our football trials coming up in August. So let's start with the top 9 things that you should be doing in pre-season to improve your game. Number 1, set yourself a daily routine. It's so important that you draw out what you're going to be doing from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. The best athletes on the planet do this in all sports, and the players from UK Football Trials that go into the Premier League clubs do the same. So set yourself up to win, and remember that you are simply a reflection of the standards that you set yourself. Sloppy standards result in sloppy results. Good standards, getting yourself into that routine will help you reach better performance levels. Number 2 is speed and agility. Every single Pro Club Scout will tell you that pace and agility is important. And if you don't believe me, have a look at some of these examples.
I'd say one of the most important things I look for is pace and acceleration. Always find it's difficult to defend against pace, so I find that's an important part for looking for.
Pace, speed, acceleration.
Pace, speed is always a necessity, especially in the modern game now, with the pace the game is played at.
Next week, we're going to be revealing 5 ways that you can improve your speed. So make sure you like our page on Facebook and you're following us on Twitter to get those top tips. Number 3 is attitude. Over the last 3.5 years, every single scout that we've worked with has said to us that attitude is the most important quality to look for in a player.
I think good attitude is the first one. Making sure they're here on time, listening, paying attention in terms of what the coaches have asked them to do.
And a really important thing with that would be attitude.
Probably firstly is their attitude, the way that they are on the pitch, off the pitch, the way that they display themselves on the pitch.
That includes making a good first impression when you get to a trial or to any football match or to meet a new coach for a new team. You have about 4 seconds to make that good first impression, and it includes making sure you're presentable, you're confident, you have a good firm handshake, you're good at listening, you are really good at applying what the coaches say to you, that you show a lot of energy and enthusiasm, that you really want to be there. So make sure your attitude is obsessed and you look at exactly what you're doing when you go to every single training session and every match. Number 4 is core strength. You might wonder how the small players in the Premier League are able to compete against some of the guys that are over a foot taller and a few stone heavier. Well, it usually comes down to core strength. So here are some examples as to how you can improve your core strength over the summer without any equipment or having to even leave your bedroom. Number 5 is fitness. One of the most important aspects in the professional game is your level of fitness. And sometimes we see players who are technically outstanding and as good as some of the players in pro clubs, but unfortunately they're just not fit enough. The good news is that you can make massive gains in your fitness over the next couple of weeks. You can run around a route that you know locally, or perhaps you can test yourself by running around a park and counting the number of laps that you do. Either way, you've got to get yourself as fit as you can for our trials. Here's one of our London head coaches to tell you a little bit more about his thoughts on fitness.
Make sure you come as fit as you can be, because I know as a player that as much skill as you got or whatever, is if you're not fit, your touch might be good, so you kill it, but then you haven't got the fitness or the energy to get away from somebody. So everything's a tackle. You know, as good as your touch might be, everything would be a tackle. If you got that fitness with a good touch, you kill it and you get away from people, you know. But don't have a car crash every time you're in possession because you're not fit. So get out, get in the gym, get on the road, get on the whatever you need to do, and come in as fit as you can. You know, live the life for 6 months, and then come back saying, I can't be any fitter than that. And even if you don't make a footballer, quality of life gets better as well. So it's fitness,
Number 6 is strength and conditioning. It's really important that when you come to our trials and in pre-season that you make sure that you're physically strong. The good news is that you can do this at home without using any weights or any equipment. You don't need an expensive gym membership either. You just need a little bit of space, and that can even be in your bedroom. Our recommendations for the best exercises are to do some squats to improve your leg muscle power. That will help you with your speed and your jump. Also to do press-ups, very simple, helps all your upper body from your arms and your chest, and also to do sit-ups as well. The sit-ups will help build your stomach muscles. That will be a very important connective piece between your upper body and your lower body, and mixed in with the core strength that we talked about earlier, you should be in great shape for next season. Number 7 is ball mastery. It's so important in the modern game that you're able to use your left and right foot to a certain level of ability. And the best players that we have at our trials that go forward to the highest level clubs have got outstanding ball mastery skills.
Ball mastery, you've got to be able to master that ball, so that takes thousands and thousands of hours of practice, but ball mastery is key as well for me, especially in the younger players.
One of our players that's been into one of the top Premiership clubs, he wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and he does 500 passes against the wall with his left foot and 500 passes against the wall with his right foot every single day. When he came to the trial, he had an outstanding first touch, he had magnificent control, was outstanding at dribbling, and here's a little clip of what he did in Manchester. Number 8 is nutrition. It's so important in the modern game that you eat and drink the right things. You need to think about your food as your fuel. If you put milk into a car, the car's going to break. So if you're eating pizzas and fast foods and fizzy drinks, that fuel is not going to work very well for you on the field. If you're eating fruit, vegetables and you're drinking water rather than fizzy drinks, for example, that is going to be far more efficient for you. And you're going to be able to train for longer, for harder, at a greater intensity, and that's going to mean greater gains on the pitch. If you'd like more information on nutrition, just email us on info@ukfootballtrials.com and we can send you some more information, or just register for free and you'll get a full nutritional report. Number 9 is positional study. With all of the scouts that we deal with at our trials, they tell us they're looking for an all-rounded, complete footballer. And that means seeing players play out of their preferred position. Now, in the example of our head coach Kevin Kent, he played more than 450 professional games, and the only positions he didn't play were right back and goalkeeper. In fact, Kevin got his break in the game as a forward player by playing left back, and after 3 games he was a top goal scorer. It's far better to be playing out of position and getting game time than to be stubborn and say, I only play in one position and not having any game time at all. So it could be the difference between you getting a break or an opportunity at a club and not. That could also be at a local level with your current club. So make sure you spend pre-season analysing the roles and responsibilities of many different positions on the pitch, so that when it comes, for example, to training with your current team or coming to one of our trials, we can see that you're an intelligent footballer who's adaptable but can play in many different positions. So there you have it, the 9 most important areas that you should be looking to improve in this pre-season. Now, if you're looking for an opportunity to get scouted from the Premier League all the way through to semi-pro, then our trials in August would be a great start for you. And what we say to players is, what's the worst that could happen? You come along to our trials, you're going to get 2 to 3 hours of amazing coaches from some of the top guys in the UK, with scouts from the Premier League through to semi-pro watching you play. 97% of the players and parents that come to our trials have rated them as excellent or good. Plus, you're going to walk away with a graded assessment on 10 areas of your game. So we'll identify for you what areas are your strong points and what areas perhaps need a little bit more work. The best case scenario is that you're going to get scouted. And just to give you an example, 1 in 10 players in 2015 have had their details requested by scouts. That's 110 players so far in 2015. And if you do get scouted, it means that you go onto the scouting books of a professional or semi-professional club, They will track you next season. They may send a scout to come and watch you play, or you could go directly into a football club for a trial. It's a fantastic opportunity for you, and we know you'll love the day. The other thing that we're offering you, as we said, is an exclusive discount off our trial prices. Simply text yes UKFT to the number below and you will get an amazing discount to come to our trials in August. We hope that you've enjoyed this video, we hope it's been useful, and we wish you all the best with your training and look forward to seeing you at one of our trial events soon.